Good evening to everyone and welcome to another reading. So today it's the 8th of March. First of all, happy Women's Day to all ladies watching and all the ladies in the world. But it's a Saturn day, so it's a manly man day. The Hermit, represented by a lady. Again, like the masculine archetype represented by a lady. So on this day, on this masculine day, we're celebrating the ladies. This masculine day, it's all about the ladies. It's represented by the ladies. Okay. I'm gonna start the reading with some tarot cards. We're gonna do like 2 or 3 more shuffles. And I already have a few oracle decks in mind that I want to use for this reading. But for the rest, I'm just gonna let it flow. It's gonna be a general collective energy check reading. But I have in mind these two aspects. The fact that it's the day 8th of March and we're celebrating the women, and it's a Saturn day. It's a masculine day. Okay. Let's see what the tarot has to say for this reading. The Four of Swords. So it is a time of resting, relaxing, healing, being carried by the moon with the image of the feathers, a light weight. She's carrying a light weight. She's lighthearted, something like that. But this is for the feminine. So we've been relaxing, enjoying our day, partying, celebrating for other ladies. But here, the energy at the base of the deck was the Four of Swords. Let's see one card. One card, the Ace of Wands. So the feminine is opening a new chapter. And it's a rosy chapter. Or a flowery, because it's not necessarily a rose. A pink, red flower may be significant for someone. So the Ace of Wands. It is a new fiery beginning. So the element of fire. It is our creativity that gets this new beginning. This feminine character, I don't know what to say about her face. Is she excited? Is she worried about this Ace of Wands? She's not looking at the flower growing from her book. But whenever this feminine opens this book, so this is a fertile feminine we're talking about. And with the Emperor here. Okay, so it seems like these two characters are looking at one another. Each of them watching the other. And he has this let's say this palace, this construction in his head with the Ace of Swords. But she wants to grow it. She wants to see it grow, not only in the head. And with his mustache here, I'm thinking of a stag. But there's something funny about his eyebrows. Maybe one of his eyebrows, maybe he has risen one of his eyebrows. Okay, but this is, so for Saturn, everything is in the head. For Saturn, it's a mental new enterprise. But for the feminine, for the general feminine, because we're talking about the general feminine, we're celebrating all women, the feminine, with all archetypes. But on a Saturn day. So for the masculine is the archetype of Saturn. Let's see these two cards. The Chariot and the Nine of Wands. So the feminine in here, the Nine of Wands. I would say the feminine is living behind the Nine of Wands. All these hurts, these pains, these scars. So this Ace of Wands. But I'm thinking now, so let's see. It's the element of fire. So the intuition. The masculine, it's acting on a mental level. So he's using thoughts, logic, specifically for the masculine brain. But the feminine, okay, so the masculine Saturn, the archetype in here sits on its throne as the emperor. I immediately switched to the story of Saturn and Jupiter. So Saturn does not sit on the throne, because Jupiter does. And this Ace of Wands, so the masculine is working on a mental, cerebral level. With the golden ratio and everything in here. And he's holding, it seems like he's holding the key to the golden ratio. This masculine emperor archetype. But the feminine in here, this Ace of Wands, it's a recent discovery for the feminine. And the fire here represents, of course, intuition. So for the feminine, it's about the intuition. So feminine celebrating her intuition. So this is how she got there. Her intuition was developed through this Nine of Wands. And this is the red rose, okay? We have here the red rose. I'm going to the story of a Sleeping Beauty, with the prediction of her 16th birthday. Something about the 16th birthday, when she gets with the thread, with the needle, and she falls into a deep sleep. But this feminine is not just one wound, because it's 9 wounds. So she has intentionally submitted herself through this process of learning. And it's been a painful process. She's got the scars to prove it. But now she managed with the Chariot to connect to her intuition. Okay. So this is in the middle, the Ace of Wands. The Nine of Wands, right there. The Chariot. Let's get more cards. The Page of Pentacles. And now that she has connected this floral theme here, and now that she has opened the book, and so she has connected to her intuition, she has opened the book, the flower grew, but now she's moving it to the ground. It's like repotting this flower. So the feminine is moving towards physical growing, to physically grow this flower. So now it's not only in the intuition. Let's say this is the book of her intuition. Now she has acquired the information in this book. And now she's growing her flowers. And she's visited by this dragonfly. She holds also the watering can. Okay. So she has enough water to nurture, and so the feminine has enough emotional intelligence to grow this flower. And this flower represents her beauty. The flower here, it's pierced. And it's red. And now the flower here, it's pink. And this one is pink as well. So from red to pink flowers. With the Eight of Swords there and the Nine of Cups. So standing in the way of the Nine of Cups is the Ace of Swords. The cage is open. Okay, let's get more cards. I'm just taking this one. The Ace of Pentacles. The Two of Swords, the Moon, the High Priestess, the Six of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Swords with the Eight of Cups. These two cards together appeared in another reading. I can't remember now which reading, but like it's not long. And the two swans here. So the feminine is leaving behind this. With the swans here, I go to, because I mentioned Jupiter, Zeus, and the story of Zeus and Leda with the swan. But everything stays in the past. The High Priestess again, because the intuition, Two of Swords, this Two of Swords. So there's a new Billie Eilish song, Birds of a Feather, I think. Newish. This card takes me to that song. I've just heard a bit of it. I didn't listen to the song. And the Ace of Pentacles, definitely. So not only the feminine in here, it's... So the Page of Pentacles entering the royal court of Earth. So this is like a princess feminine. And also the Ace of Pentacles. two beginnings. So two beginnings with the Page of Pentacles 1 and with the Ace of Pentacles, and these are the material ones. We're not talking about fiery, sparkly, creative, intuitive enterprise. Now we're talking about a physical, material one. Actually, two. Because two. Maybe the feminine, because like I was saying, she does she look excited? Is she like maybe concerned? Maybe she was not expecting to get two flower buds. She was just expecting one, because her intuition pointed out one when she started this enterprise from this privileged position. She was maybe she was focusing her attention more on one of these endeavors, but it is a double win. Ace of Wands and Ace of Pentacles, a double win. Okay, I feel like putting one more card here, like something is missing in there. Oopsie. Let's see. I feel like leaving this card here, this one here, and this one here. So the Seven of Cups. So many choices. So many choices here, but she focuses on one. She chooses. She makes her choice in here. In both cards, she makes her choice. And she makes the choice to attain mastery. So the purpose of this soul choice of the feminine in here is to attain mastery. But she's already starting from this privilege. So this is a lot of experience behind this Page of Pentacles starting this new enterprise. With the Ace of Pentacles, not so much. Okay, so for the one that you chose, you might have chosen it because you felt safe. But there's a need to develop mastery in the second one, in the second endeavor. And let's, one card. Between the Chariot and the Page of Pentacles. One card. The Two of Cups. So, with this Two of Cups, with the flowers in there, with the white and the red. For the 1st of March, in my culture, we handle these little gifts. And they have a little rope. And this rope, it's made out of two colors, red and white. And the story behind it is that a boy and a girl were both trying to reach for the sun. And each of them had this one rope. One had a white rope and one had the red rope, the red string, let's say 2 strings. While they were attempting to reach for the sun individually, the rope was not strong enough. And they thought to unite to the 2 strings and to do one solid rope. And this is how the boy and the girl managed to reach for the sun. Because this figure, she has the long hair, which takes me to the image of the feminine here on the right. And this lady has this short hair, and it takes me to the masculine. And these 2 ropes right here, they are intertwined, like the 2 strings in the story. So these 2 things, they are like so intertwined. Okay, this is what I was missing. These 2 things, they were tried separately by the feminine and the masculine energy. And now the masculine and the feminine United forces. Unite forces. To manage to these two things, okay. And it is the 10 of Pentacles there. And I'm this 10 of Pentacles, this representation takes me to the idea of the of a labyrinth. And in this labyrinth, there's a house, and there's the happy family there. And the traditional representation, so there's the happy family there, and there's the old man there, and only the animals can sense this old man. So this is a very happy card. However, the happy family being like so happy in this physical plane, they do not see the old wise man. In this card, there is no way for them to see the old wise man because he sits above. And I'm going to the image we have of God, like the old man sitting in the skies. Okay, let's get one more card here. This one stays there. Let's just put it like this. Like a story. So from being single, so this is like the red string in this picture. These are the red strings. It unites forces in this card with the white string. We enter the royal court of growing pink flowers. So pink is the result of red and white. And this also I had it in another reading. But the feminine here, she chose correctly. And she has this magic wand in this card. So it was a magical, inspired choice. And she sits in the clouds. Okay. The purpose of it all is to attain mastery on both Saturn masculine and the general feminine. It feels like a switch in here. Here is the switch. It feels like this. So from the Seven of Cups to mastery. Okay, and with the Ace of Pentacles here. Let's get more tarot cards. One card here. The Seven of Wands. This masculine in here feels the need to release himself from the string. But this is not the white or the red string. This is a black string. And like from a prison, like the bars from a circus cage. The circus, the theme of the circus in this card. The tattoos on his body, they attract my attention. And again here with the sunflower, the first image I had was of a labyrinth. It feels like this young gentleman in his old ages is this gentleman. Okay, let's get more cards. I want one more card in here. The need to break away from something. The Six of Wands stays in my hand. The Five of Pentacles. Again with this red flower down there at the base of this cage. But in the Eight of Swords, the cage was opened. And now let's see for the Seven of Wands. So the Four of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, with the Emperor. These ones go here. So here the masculine sits and dreams. This is just a dream. This is already a thought. And he holds the key in his thoughts to this construction of his mind, this construction of his head. No, the key, so this is the construction. It feels like this is the primordial shape of the construction. He holds the key in his hand. And here, because like this construction, it's like the same color as the key. So he has opened the thought from dreaming. It manages to reach his thought. But here he holds the key in his hand. And here he already opened the treasure of his thought. And he becomes an emperor. I want one more card here. Because but is this Saturn or is this Jupiter? And this is the wounded feminine. I want one more card to reconcile. And this, the Four of Pentacles. So this, a need of the masculine, is connected to all these lockets the feminine has built. This is like the construction of the feminine, and this is the construction of the masculine. So the feminine, okay, I see the bars. The feminine is supposed to be, and the masculine is the one who is supposed to build. Of course, there's an energy exchange. So the masculine, but the feminine is the one that provides the energy for the masculine to build. But this feminine, but why did she build? Because they both build. With this merging of the strings, of the red and the white strings, they both build. But the masculine feels imprisoned by this structure of the feminine. It feels like a labyrinth. There's no way out. So he starts to, and the feminine feels wounded by this action of the emperor. Let's get one more card there. One more card there, and then we're gonna switch to the oracle. How can we connect this emperor with this wounded feminine? So the feminine is wounded because building this structure left her with all those scars. Because she was doing something that is not in her nature, something unnatural. The Four of Wands. Okay, so this is the merging, and this is the solid foundation. And in this picture, the masculine is here and the feminine is on his side. The Four of Wands. I want to have an oracle card. And at the base of the deck, the Ten of Wands. When I pre-shuffled the deck, the Ten of Wands made an appearance. And I was talking about this lady, that she's picking up these flowers. And these flowers, they look so colorful and beautiful. they are appealing to the eye, but still they put this overweight on her back. So maybe the feminine with this construction put all this weight on her back. And this Four of Wands somehow connected to this Ten of Wands. So the feminine needs to put down her burdens. Okay, let's get some oracle cards. Let's have 2 oracle cards for the feminine in here and 2 oracle cards for the masculine in here. Okay, this card, the Ace of Pentacles. We're gonna clarify this card as well. Okay. So I'm gonna clarify the Four of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. So this is the Tarot of Mystical Moments. And I'm gonna clarify these 2 cards with the oracle from the same author. Okay, so for the feminine, transition. I feel like this is for the masculine and this is also for the feminine. So for the feminine, first of all, it's a surrender. And then it's this transition. She's transitioning, so the feminine is transitioning from doing to being. But first she needs to surrender. To surrender the 9 of Wands, the 10 of Wands. To surrender and put all these burdens down. For the masculine, the first card is to see the beauty. To see the beauty again. Okay, so it's here with all these flowers. To recognize the beauty again. And one more card for the masculine. With this card, I feel the presence of Venus with beauty. So Venus, it's a companion for the Emperor in its construction. So Venus, it feels like Venus has supervised this construction, so that it's sure that the feminine will like it. And these 2 characters watching each other again. Not again. Watching each other, okay? So this character has all the flowers in her back, but this one has all the flowers in her head. And it feels like the feminine carried at a mental level all these preoccupations that are characteristic for the manly brain. And now, she instead of carrying these flowers in her head was empty. She had nothing on her head, like all the beauty was gone from her head. Once she surrenders, she gets those flowers. And here the character has no flowers. And here the character has these flowers in her head. One more card for the masculine. Okay. One more card for the masculine. Okay. Union. It feels like this masculine might have avoided union, but it was just a natural reaction to this feminine, But now with the feminine carrying flowers, okay, so this is the first, and let's just union with the Four of Wands and beauty, and with the flower. Now that the feminine is carrying the flowers in her head again, so she's not overburdened by the beauty. So the feminine is not overburdened by the beauty no more. She embraced her beauty. She's carrying her beauty proudly. Okay. Now I want to do the mystical oracle deck. So first I want to have one card for the Ace of Pentacles. And then one for the Four of Wands. This feels like a happy transitioning. A transitioning guided by Venus, by the beauty of Venus. And with this image of the lady here, she takes me to the image of a goddess. This one as well. But this like a Hindu goddess. This like a more Greekish Roman. Okay, one more shuffle. And let's see. One card for the Ace of Pentacles first. One card for the Ace of Pentacles. Because, I don't know. It just feels like this card just... So, Liberty. Number 2. Liberty. So, with that Eight of Swords there... at the beginning of the reading, it felt like the feminine just gave up. And now, not only that she's not giving up no more, she came out of her cage, but she also guides the path for these birds. Again with the birds. Birds. So, birds of a feather. She's guiding the birds. Now, with her intuition elevated, because her intuition with the Ace of Wands, it's elevated here. It's grown exponentially. And now, she's able to pick stars from the sky and use the light of the stars to guide the way for other white birds to release themselves from cages. So it's a liberty. Okay. I still need to get something from this card. I'm looking at these contrasting colors. This is earthly colors. This is, okay, so this is earthly, this is mental. This Ace of Pentacles, it's possible because of this liberty at a mental level. And one card for the Four of Wands. This bridge, this union between the Emperor and the wounded feminine. So usually the wounded healer, it's represented by Chiron. But in this story, we have a wounded healer, a feminine wounded healer. There is a card there. Yeah, all is connected. So this bridge, I was saying, this connection, it was always there. And both pictures have these strings here. I don't know if... So here there are like some strings where they have this light hanging. And these strings have leaves, fall leaves. Okay? All is connected. This first card of the Four of Wands takes me to spring and this card to fall. So this is both fall and spring, spring and fall. All is connected. The Four of Wands, all is connected. What else in here? Let's see. It feels again in here that the feminine is the one that needs to understand that all is connected. With those two strings again, the red string, the white string. So this is connected. And I'm going a bit to the to the Chinese mythology with the red string, with the Two of Cups there. I feel like one more card in there. Let's see. One more card to better understand how this Four of Wands, how in this Four of Wands all is connected. If all is connected, why are we celebrating this coming together, this new connection? How is it all connected? The Queen Bee. Ta-da-dum. So card number 11, okay, 11 and 12, progression. So from Queen Bee to Queen, all is connected. And like being, so Queen Bee, this Queen Bee, it's a bee like the bees, but I see her also as the Queen of Being. So this Queen of Being, it's, okay, so this queen has reached mastery on being. But now it's time to reach mastery with the Three of Pentacles on this new understanding that everything is connected. So it's not just about being, but it is also about connection. Being in connection. Okay, and now I feel like this is clarified. I want to do one final card. Let's see one final card to close up this reading. I feel like doing something from, something from the table. Okay, let's see something from the table. I'm gonna have this deck. One final card, and I'm gonna take one element. Because we have the air here, the fire down there, the air here, with the Two of Cups, let's say a bit of water there. But I want to see which element is the main focus in here. Because there's a lot of fire. 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands. Burning fire. Let's do one more shuffle. And this is gonna be one closing card. No, let's do this first. One closing card for this general reading. I'm gonna check this one. Number 23. Regeneration, death, and rebirth. So appropriate. And number 25. So we're missing a 24. So we're missing this Four of Wands is like a 24, 23, and 25. Enter your sacred space. Commune with your fairy allies. Okay? With your fairy, like fairies, this butterfly is taking the shape and the form of fairies. And butterflies here, leaves here. Fairies, little fairies. Okay, a lot of cards with just one more. One closing card. One final closing card. Okay. Thank you. Explore other realms. Yeah. Explore other realms. And now I'm going to the story with the apple. Like the beginning of the Trojan War. The story behind it. The apple of discord. I think it's called Discordia. With Paris needing to hand the apple to the most beautiful. And okay, so with Venus again here, with Aphrodite, explore other realms. Okay, and let's take one element. See what other realms. Okay, so let's see what other realm of what element. Because this is fire again. Let's see one. Okay. So this is water. So the element of water. Because even like the waters in here, they are like so red. Maybe the Red Sea is significant in here. But like water, the element of water. So fire, exploring the realm of water. Fire connecting to Saturn. So Saturn taking a journey into the waters of Venus. Something like Saturn bathing in the waters of beauty. Yeah, something like Saturn taking a bath in the waters of Venus of beauty. Yeah, okay, this is it. I feel it like closed. Let's just check this card because it has attracted. Seek the guide with noble ideas. So when embarking on this journey, masculine, in exploring the realm, so the fiery masculine exploring the realm of water, seek the guide with noble ideas, Okay, and this is it, and I shall see you in the next reading. Bye bye, have a nice evening.